Hey guys, this is Joe with Great Lakes HB Sports, and as promised, today we are going to compare the Jen Schro catching gear for fast pitch softball. We have the very best set and we have the fundamental set. And today I have Reagan with me, and she's going to help me demonstrate everything, and we're going to show you the differences between the two sets. First, we're going to start with the helmets. We have the very best set and we have the fundamental set. The very first things that I see in these two sets is the fundamental set has a glossy paint to it. You can see there. So it's a glossy finish. The very best is a matte finish, so no shine at all. If you look at the two helmets, measurements and everything looks exactly the same between the two helmets. They both have the NOC SAE standard guidelines stamped on the top. Both have the front face mask is a painted metal. The clasps and the screws on the very best set are painted, where on the fundamental they are stainless steel, so that's the difference. As well as the straps, the adjustment pieces are stainless steel in the fundamental, and they're painted on the very best. The padding is very similar in the two helmets. If you look at them side by side, very similar. Now they just look a little different in the very best and the fundamental, but they're actually the same. So the padding just looks a little more basic in the fundamental, but it looks to be the same quality, same thickness, and everything. This one's colored blue, has some logos and stuff in there, but it feels about the same on both sets. And then the chin pad on this one is almost identical, excuse me, on the fundamental as it is from the very best. So helmets look very comparable, just small differences between the two that sets them apart. One big difference is you cannot get the stars and stripes colorway that you can get in the very best. You cannot get it in the fundamental set. So if that's something that you want, you're gonna have to go with the very best set. Now we're going to move on to the chest protectors. Very best set and the fundamental set. Right away, go ahead and flip yours around. We notice that the clasps are a little different. The adjustment on the top is the same. The centerpiece that holds the three straps together on this one is a padded centerpiece, where this one is a piece of leather. So a little different there. As far as padding goes, again, this has a different type of material that's used on the inside. This is a little different, but both seem to be about the same thickness and quality, just a different material for the two. On the very best set, you have plastic straps, plastic clasps on the sides. You have two, so you can make two adjustments, here and here on the very best, whereas the fundamental has one metal clasp. It comes off, it does not clasp on the other side, so the strap goes all the way around, and then it clasps here in the front with a stainless steel clasp. Coverage wise, if you were to hold them up to each other, they have the same area of coverage on both. Will you hold that one for me, please? You have the same padding sections and thickness on both of these sets of gear here. So pretty comparable. You're going to have a better adjustment, especially for smaller players, on the very best, because you can adjust both sides. So you adjust both sides and get them the way that you would like them to be. Where this one, you're going to make one adjustment and you're gonna slide this strap through here. To make it smaller, and you'll just adjust this over here on this side. So that's the biggest difference here. I don't see many other differences between the two sets for the chest protector. Obviously, different colorway, a little bit different design on the padding itself. And the last pieces are going to be the leg guards. There is quite a bit of difference between these two leg guards, and we're going to go over those here. The first thing I noticed are all the rivets on the very best are all painted and have the Easton logo on them. And that's on the very best set. On the fundamental set, they're all stainless steel rivets and no logos on them. So a little different there. All the clasps are all stainless steel, and the hooks are also stainless steel, where on here, they're metal and they're painted white. Go ahead and turn these around. Padding on the inside. Padding's a little different between the two sets. This has a little more padding here on the part that goes over your foot. It has a big piece of foam padding through the center here on the leg guard, which would cover the shin. This part here is very similar for the knee. Looks like there's an added piece of padding on the one side. And then the top is about the same, just a different material for both. The strap that goes behind the knee, a nice feature is this has a real wide strap that has padding in it that will then buckle behind the knee, so that'll be a lot more comfortable for the player, where this one just has a standard strap on all four straps for the leg guards. Coverage wise, they appear to be about the same coverage, maybe just a little more coverage on the very best. It's kind of hard to tell, but they look very similar between the two. Obviously, you're going to have a colorway difference when you have the stars and stripes. It's going to be a little fancier coloring on that. Material-wise, it looks to be about the same for the plastic guards. Has a leather piece through here where it says Easton. It seems to be the same on both. All right, now for the final piece. We're going to measure your player for proper sizing. In the seated position, we're going to use Reagan's leg here. We're going to measure from the center of her kneecap to her ankle bone to determine the length for the leg guards, like so. Then next, go ahead and stand up for me. For the chest protector, the space in between the collarbones, right here, to her hip bone, from here to here, is where we're going to measure for her chest protector. And then for the helmet, we're going to measure her head all the way around at its largest point right here. And then we are going to take that and we're going to figure out her hat size. And then the helmets are sized by hat size. And that's how we figured that out. So the last part is, how does this stuff fit? How does it feel? Right now, Reagan is wearing the small size of the very best Jen Schro catcher's equipment. Reagan is 10. She's about 4 foot 2 inches, and she's about 63 pounds, right? Yeah. 63 pounds. So about as small as they come as far as catchers go. So with that being said, she is maxed out on as tight as we can make it around the sides, as tight as we can make the top, and as tight as we can make this side as well. It does fit well. It fits her perfectly. It blocks her neck. There's no ball that's going to get here and hit her in the neck. Helmet fits good, nice and snug, not too wobbly. We still have plenty of room to tighten the helmet if we need to, or loosen it. Sometimes girls like to have a high ponytail or some braids. It'll make the helmet fit a little more snug. We can still loosen that up if we need to. As far as the leg guards go, they do fit well. Her knee is centered with this part of the leg guard here. They will cover her feet when she has shoes on. Go ahead and turn around for me, sweetheart. Keep going. This nice little padding that's behind the knee strap is really nice. The only thing is it does make it a little harder to get the leg guards on quickly, but we don't really care about that. Comfort is going to be more important. We don't have them as tight around her legs as they could go, so we still have some room to make them for smaller legs if we need to, but they're fitting really good. She has a lot of room to make them bigger if she needs them. So that's how the fitting looks on that one. Excuse me. Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Okay. We have the fundamental set. So helmet fits good, about the same as the very best set. Chest protector looks good. It's a little bit looser, not quite sitting up as high. Let's turn around and look at the chest protector straps here. I have the top as tight as it goes. I have the sides as tight as it goes. It's still a little loose. If I can pass through this little adjustment piece to the other side, I could probably tighten it a little more. For the sake of the video, we're not going to do that today. But it fits pretty good. Turn around here. Keep going. There we go. Leg guards. Leg guards fit about the same. Her kneecaps are right here. About the same width. Go ahead and turn around for me here. Again, the strap that goes behind the knees has no padding behind it. So that will, the kids will feel that a little bit, but a lot of sets don't have a padding there, so it may not be a big deal. Go ahead and turn back around. But everything looks good. Looks like she's nice and covered. Does it feel good?
Yep.
Nice and comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be happy with this set if you had it? You would, yep. All right, guys, a little recap on the two sets. Both sets are very nice. A little different finish on the helmets between the two. One has painted fixtures on it. The other one has stainless steel. Adjustments are a little different on the chest protectors. A little more padding on the leg guards with the very best. And that's about it. So what's the difference between these two? You have a color difference with the very best. So there's some different color options that are available here that are not available here. And then obviously you have a price difference. So the very best is roughly $90 more expensive than the fundamental set. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking to accomplish, what you're looking to spend, and I think you'd be very happy with both sets of gear. We do have both sets available through headbangersports.com. You can message me directly to get your order in for those. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to shoot me a message, and I can help you take care of anything that you need. So take care, and thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.